All right, so today I'm going to show you guys the Cheetah hack. So this is just a really simple way to try and remember where all your colors go, put all your makeup in one layer, and then still have that flawless look. So as per usual, I'm going to take my damp perfector sponge and my stay spray. I'm going to spray 2 small sprays on my perfector sponge and just prep my face for my makeup and kind of give it that extra staying power throughout the day. So I'm just bopping that all along my face, and this stuff smells so good. It feels refreshing. It smells refreshing. I love it. Definitely recommend our stay spray. All right, and then usually if I know I'm gonna have a long day especially, I will finish with the stay spray as well, just to kind of, set my makeup. Okay, so kind of let that dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna go right in to my Cheetah hack. So with your clean hand and your compact, you can go right into your main color, and you're just gonna put dots all along the area where your main color goes. So that's just kind of the lower portion of your face, kind of around your lip and nose and mouth, and then this center portion of your forehead. So that was my main highlight. Now I'm gonna kind of wipe off my finger and go into my brightening highlight. And so that's just a tick up here, a tick in the corner, and the same thing on the other eye. And then just that little T between my eyebrows. I'll go down the center of my nose, one in the center of my lip, and then one in the center of my chin. Pretty easy. So this, I'm just gonna wipe some of that extra highlight off. I don't wanna waste any of my makeup. Wiping your finger off again, you can go into your contour, get some on your finger, and just find your cheekbone and dot along your cheekbone. So I'm just placing little finger ticks kind of along where my contour will go. I'm gonna go down my nose, just on the other side of my highlight. This just creates that sculpting effect for our nose. And remember, our contour is for creating, and accentuating those natural shadows of our face. All right, looks pretty crazy right now. But if you've stayed with me and you've seen other videos or you've seen my pictures with finished products, you know that this blends out perfectly and always looks flawless. All right, so I'm gonna go into my lip and cheek color, and I'm just gonna put that right along where my contour is. And then I can put a little bit of the extra on my lips. All right, I'm gonna take my 3D brush, and I'm gonna take this floofy end here, or you could take your blush and bronzer brush and use the smaller end and do the same thing. And maybe I'll do that today because I feel like I use the 3D brush in a lot of my videos. So I can show you kind of how some of these other brushes work, just as well. So this one the bristles are a little bit longer than the 3D brush. So not quite, they're still pretty dense, but just because they're a little bit longer, it's a little bit of a lighter application. So first I'm just gonna take that smaller end of my blush and bronzer brush, and I'm gonna blend out my lighter colors. This is just kind of light, pawing at your face, kind of, just to blend those. Do around my lip, my nose, do my eye. Just kind of go do this side of my face so you can kind of see the difference here and how it blends out. And then go to the other side. And we're just lightly kind of tapping, pawing with that brush. And then I'll kind of lightly blend out my nose. Keep that contoured like sculpt effect. All right, and then I'll just keep on going in with that same end, and I'm gonna buff out my contour. So I kind of brought it down here where it will meet my cheekbone, because this is natural shadows, and I'm buffing. I'm going up into my hairline and kind of bringing it down above my eyebrow, but I'm keeping this triangle nice and bright, so I won't bring it down there in the center. All right, don't buff your hair. And then I'll go right into my lip and cheek. So it's the same motion, just like this light buffing out, and kind of go up with your contour. And go the same on the other side. And I'm gonna kind of leave this harsh edge right here for now, because I am gonna flip my brush around and go into my Bella bronzer. So this is the big floofy end of the blush and bronzer brush. This is the one that comes in the bundle with the Bella bronzer. If you don't have the Bella bronzer yet, for summer, you need the Bella bronzer. It is so amazing. All right, so I just kind of swirled my brush around and dabbed it all in my Bella bronzer. I got all the bristles on the end there. I'll kind of make a padding there, holding my brush back. I'm gonna go into my cheeks and kind of buff it along there, just kind of nice light swirls. And so I got rid of that harsh edge there and just kind of gave my cheek a nice glow. And then I'll finish blending that out up here. So kind of right above my eyebrow, kind of right where my contour went. Still leaving this nice bright triangle as the focal point of our face. A little more on there. And I'll do the same thing to this cheek over here. And it kind of got rid of those harsh lines and just left like a nice natural little, you know, pinky bronzed glow. Make sure everything's nice and even. And then I'm gonna also take my Bella bronzer and kind of go along my jawline and down my neck just a little bit, because we don't really get a lot of sun there. And I just wanna make sure everything's nice and even looking, because the whole point of this makeup is to be easy and natural looking. All right, I'll kind of take my contour along the bottom part of my lip there, and that's all there is to it. I mean, my face is done. I will go ahead and finish up with my eyes, and the look I would be going for today is just a nice natural everyday look. So nothing too glitz and glam. I'm going to take my multitasker brush, and for me I use Cocoa, which is an eyeshadow color. I'm working out of the same one palette that I can take everywhere with me on the go, and I'm just going to kind of lightly fill in my eyebrows, small ticks, just kind of filling in those sparser areas so that it just looks nice and even, and just gives my face kind of that nice finished look. I just don't feel finished if my brows aren't filled in a little, so. Do the other one. And then you can also use your contour to fill in your brows. If you don't, you know, think that you can find an eyeshadow color that matches your brow color. One of the contour colors might actually match a little bit better with your hair color or your brow color. And so that's always a great option too. And they look nice and natural with the contour in there. I like a little bit more of the fluffier look because I don't have great natural brows, so this just kind of does it for me. All right, so I'll go with my eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna go right into Mama. This has been kind of my go-to spring and summer color, and I'm just gonna put that all along my eyes and just kind of swirl that all around up into my brow bone. Hey kiddo.
My arm.
You broke your arm. Uh-oh, we have a broken arm. Can I finish my eyes really fast and then we'll rush you to the emergency room for your broken arm? All right, so I just put Mama all over my lids, and then I'm gonna come down a little bit and just kind of do the underside of my lids. I better hurry up because I need to call an ambulance for my 4-year-old's broken arm. Okay, so I just put Mama all over. Mama is a fantastic color. It's just this light, natural looking pink, very, you know, just a great everyday color. It's a great transition color, a great base color. So, and then let's see, today I said no glam, but I am loving the Georgia Illuminator, which is this shiny one here. This like kind of gold shimmery is what I meant, not shiny. But it is just, it's so gorgeous. So I'm just gonna go in right with my finger and I'm gonna put that on like the bottom portion of my lid and kind of come in a little bit to the corner. So natural everyday look, but kind of glitzes it up a little bit for me. Love the Georgia Illuminator, love it. I mostly use it as an eyeshadow. It's great, you know, you can apply it like with your finger for a more dense look, or you can use a brush too. They work great with our brushes. You just brush it right on there. But our powder illuminators are great. I do prefer to use them as eyeshadows more than I like to use them as illuminators like on my brow bone or my nose or things like that. Speaking of which, I'll go ahead and use Honey today since I used the Georgia Illuminator. Honey is this more golden one here. And I'll just put that along my brow bone. Right there. And the illuminators are just nice, natural catchers of light. A little bit too much there. There we go. And then just right along the chops of my cheekbone. And just kind of see that little bit of shimmer, that little bit of like glow that it gives. It just kind of gives us that youthful appearance that our skin is nice and soft and supple and glowing. So, and then all I have to do is finish up with my mascara. I'm usually a 2-coat kind of girl. Make sure I got all those lashes. And my lashes tend to touch my brow bone, so I'll just make sure I clean up any of that. And there we go. Just a nice, soft, natural, everyday look. If I hadn't been doing a video, this would have taken me 5 minutes in the morning. And then I just feel great all day long. Put a little more lip conditioner on, and then just kind of for a finishing touch, if you just want to pink up your lips a little bit more. I'm using pink grapefruit today. Sometimes for my lips, so some of the things that I love that I would recommend everyone having in their palette. I love the Georgia Illuminator. It's a game changer for your eyes. It's a nice, natural, everyday look, and then you can go glam with it too if you're going out. And then also Black Cherry. Can look a little intimidating because it's so dark on the website, but it's this nice sheer color that looks great with every skin tone. And I almost always throw black cherry on top of whatever lip color I'm wearing, just because it gives my lips like a little more of a shiny, soft, like supple look too. And it's by far my favorite. So Georgia Illuminator, black cherry, if you don't have them in your palette yet, you need to get those in there because those are going to be game changers for you for summer especially. So that was it for today. I'll finish with my stay spray. And so you can, I did a nice light application today. If you had a few more skin issues, or if I had any redness to cover up where I might like put a double layer or something on somewhere where I'm using something to kind of camouflage those flaws and then take my main highlight over it, then I would take my damp perfector sponge again with stay spray and kind of dab all over again. And the great thing about the perfector sponge is it'll kind of take up any of that extra that you may have gotten on there so that you're not left with like any texture or anything like that. Since I have a nice light layer on, I will just take my stay spray and I will lightly, usually I actually do this before I put my mascara on, but either one, it works fine. And then you just kind of spray it for a finishing touch and your makeup will last all day. All right, if you have any questions, comments, if you still need a color consult, if you've gotten a tan and you need a darker color, if you want me to put together an eyeshadow palette for you, drop it below in the comments or shoot me a message. And as always, I'm happy to do that. If there's any troubleshooting that we need to do, always message me. I love to talk to you guys. I love to make sure that you're loving your makeup, or if you want to place an order and need help doing that, just reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I will see you later. Bye.